fuck was that? Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I can remember our spiel. Stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Watch all of our D&D live series as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube channel. And read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Head on over to chat. Are we doing chat for the Lost Plane tonight? I should have asked.
I'm here.
Head on over to chat for the Lost Plane after our show tonight for our live post-session discussion. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord discussion group with invite link in the description below. You can support the channel at patreon.com/Rogue Watson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Manuel, Basil, Christopher, Dave, Star, Loverly, and Gaston. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcos, Dead, Vicente, Gilberto, Adam, Dead Lizard, Lounge, Sam, Arash, Lumpy Spuds, Drum, Fatboy619, Scalenia, Nick, and Farty McButterpants. Thank you all. In fact, new shout out, I believe Gaston came on because we were gone for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
New shout out to patron Gaston. Thank you all for your support.
I'm Chris, your dungeon master, and I am joined by our awesome players. Reese playing the Warforged War Cleric Tim.
Yes.
Raymond playing the half-elf assassin rogue Kethra.
The loading screen.
He's
joining us at some point. Yeah.
He's joining us at some point. Rochelle playing the Triton Lore Bard champion fighter Gillian Flounderson.
Hello.
Heather playing the human Oath of Devotion paladin Scarlet O'Fair. Here. And Eric playing the tiefling monster.
Too late.
Hello.
Eric playing the tiefling monster slayer ranger fiend warlock Kaelin Cazador.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! It's 2021, suckers!
Right.
2020.
Cheers. I did that totally last. Okay. We use Roll20.net for our campaign, Discord for video chat, and stream it all using open broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Previously on War for the Lost Plane. The Ball of Light was in fact a series of circling, burning rings of gold, the Radiant Idol, and it advanced on the adventurers, projecting an image of a mighty red-skinned angel who identified himself as Ramael, the commander of the Celestial Legion in Anonyma. Behind it, the figure of Feog, white-eyed and transfixed by the rings. Ramael offered them only death as sacrifices, and they naturally refused. The idol spawned radiant eyes that charged and the battle was on. Gillian banished the image of Ramael with her phase axe. Kaelin fired bolts at the idol, while Tim generated a rain above the eyes, dousing some of their burning flame.
Good job, Tim.
While Kethra swam to Feog, breaking him of his enchantment. The idol responded by hovering above them, locking its rings in place, and bathing all of them in a devastating pillar of burning light, banishing the magic boat, leaving all of the adventurers trading water, while Feog disappeared under the waves. The idol began using its enchantment magic, attempting to control the adventurers, luring them into its pillar of burning light. The adventurers engaged in a desperate strategy, using the natural water to damage the flaming foe, Tim raising the water level, and Gillian pouring a wall of water over it. All would have to maintain close proximity to Scarlet, whose magic aura kept the enchantments from them, while Kaelin did his utmost to counter the idol's spellcasting. As they tried to keep above water and avoid the burning light, Gillian got separated and became entranced by the idol, walking directly into its fire. As the light continued to pour onto her, Scarlet used her own magic to disrupt the pillar, which bopped them a few moments. As the idol moved to pour down light on 3 of them, which would surely destroy them, Gillian, cured of her enchantment by Scarlet's aura, threw one final axe and the idol broke apart. When the smoke cleared, the idol was reduced to a small, glowing, possibly magic ball. Feog swam up out of the water, thanking them for the rescue. They prepared to leave the godforsaken caves of chaos magic.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where you all are. For the sake of loading, I don't have to take you all back to the Twisted Caverns map if you don't want, because I know that map is problematic.
That's fine with me.
But you guys, say again?
It said something on Twitter.
It's liked a lot of tweets. It probably shouldn't have.
Oh, and real fast. I did enjoy listening to Raymond's accent.
Raymond really did his best there. He was selling it.
It was good. I don't need to be here anymore.
Your water spells were instrumental in that fight.
That's right.
There he is.
Hello, you are here.
I'm back.
I see you now. You're back. We were just getting thanks from Reese for your wonderful accent, and
I tried to keep the character alive.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks.
Hopefully I did what Tim would have done.
Tim was proud. He cried.
You guys are now in the center of this lagoon underwater cavern. Theog's with you, having emerged from the water. Rykaresh has reappeared nearby. The two of them are sort of huddled together, talking quickly and quietly. Gillian, you have picked up the magic glowing golden orb that fell from the center of the radiant idol. And that is what is happening at the moment. Gillian or anybody near the water can pretty easily see down into the water the box of your folding boat. When it was dissipated by the pillar of light, it folded back up into its box, almost like a protective defense mechanism.
I wish I could do that.
Fold into a little box. And you're able to retrieve that relatively easily, just getting it out of the water.
Hey.
Theog comes up to you all and he says, "Oh, it's so good to see you all. I didn't think I ever would again. The Slaad are great company, no doubt, but you all are a bit more civilized, if you don't mind me saying so. And of course, saving me life."
You learn anything?
Oh, that's what I was talking about, my dear Rykaresh, to just a moment ago. I'm afraid the opposite may have happened. You see, I came down here to talk with the Slaad and get them to help us, and at first they were agreeable, but this ball of light situation came up, and it had already turned a couple of them. It had convinced them to turn over the crystals willingly. And when it did so, they were this thing was in complete control of them. When I came to investigate, I was, mesmerized by the light there. And it drew me in, and I don't know, I couldn't tell you how much time has passed, but while I was mesmerized, I'll tell you, it was in me head. It was looking for things I knew. Looking for important places that things might be kept. I couldn't tell quite much more than that, but I'm afraid it probably knows whatever I knew, it knows now. Including, as Rykaresh tells me, about the island you all are headed to now.
It was looking for things that could be kept?
It was looking for... And Theog sort of starts trying to remember. He's like, it's a little hard. I can tell it was searched in my mind. I don't know much, to be honest with you, so there's very little that it could get out, but it was searching for locations here in Anima. Locations where things might be kept. But I don't know what. I don't know. It was just looking for notable locations. And I know the island was one of them. I'm afraid looking in me head. It might know every important place I know. I don't know entirely. I couldn't tell you. But I'm almost certain whoever was on the other side of that orb knows about the island now.
If I weren't one bug bite away from death, I would kill you so this couldn't happen again.
Oh, dear. You do not look so good, my dear.
Literally, one bug bite.
Yeah, like 2 hit points or something at the end of that fight.
I have 2 hit points.
One large mosquito.
I have a third of my hit points.
When you all defeated the Radiant Idol, and there's something else that you now see that is on the ground where the Radiant Idol was, and you see it's a small, maybe 7-inch long blue crystal. And Fiog begins to go over to it, and he says, "Oh, if you don't mind, I suspect the owner of this will want it back."
Or
And if none of you stop them,
we could have a
Fiog begins.
Slaad at our beck and call.
We can't
Yeah.
do that. Told them that we would help get rid of this thing, and we did, and now they need to have their gem back so that way they don't attack us indiscriminately. So no, we're not going to have a Slaad at our beck and call.
Just an idea.
Poor idea. Your mother should be ashamed of you.
Do we still get these Slaad as allies? Wasn't that Fiog's whole thing?
Well, Fiog, yeah. In fact, Fiog comes as he picks up the crystal. He turns to you and says, "Oh, yes. In fact, this was all they wanted was to get this ball of light out of their caves, and then they would come back to the spire with me to help us defend the plane. Yes, if I return one of their own to them that was captured by the thing, they'll be even more grateful. I believe it."
Yeah, I suppose.
Fiog picks up the crystal and looks out over the water, and Fiog begins to emit this deep guttural croaking sound that you did not think the small creature was able to generate.
You
And
Hey.
Fiog turns and says, "Oh, I can speak pretty much anything." He turns back and begins croaking some more. And after a few moments of this, sure enough, the blue Slaad that had attacked you in the forest a few nights ago, or I guess just a night ago, emerges from the water and comes up to stand before Fiog. And Fiog just very gingerly hops up to him and hands the crystal to him and croaks some more things at him. And you see the blue Slaad take the blue crystal and just put it to his head, and with one hand, and with the other hand, looks like he jams it into his forehead.
He did the
shakes
beer
his-
can scoop.
Yeah, he did.
That's how Diablos are made.
That's right. And when the Slaad looks back at you, the crystal's gone. You see a slight wound that is healing in his forehead, but you can see a slight glow underneath the Slaad's forehead. And the Slaad croaks at you all a bit and jumps in the water and swims away. Fiog says, "Oh, heading back now, which I believe we should do as well. The Slaad will want to thank us and see us on our way, and I myself need to take them back to the spire to prepare our defenses."
Are they going to attack this? Are they going to attack the spire again?
Oh, I would believe so. I don't see why they wouldn't. That is the ruling seat, I suppose you could call it. And Rykrush appears and says, "And not only that, but from the spire we can organize, we can send the Slaad out to wherever they're needed, wherever's being attacked. You see, from while we've been out here adventuring, these celestials and demons have been attacking the countryside. We ourselves have seen some of the end results of that pillaging. The Slaad, once we know where's being attacked, we'll send the Slaad out to defend our people.
That's fair.
And if the time should come where we do need an army at our backs, the Slaad will be there for us.
And will you be there for the Slaad if they need you in the future?
Oh, I'm intending to go with you, unless you don't want me anymore.
I meant after all this is said and done and we're at home and y'all are still here.
After this is all said and done and the master is back on his throne, the Slaad won't need to be protectors anymore. The master will be able to deal with any threat we find.
For God, Emperor, your master is missing in action. All right, let's get out of here. The island.
Okay, you all head back in your boat back to the Slaad encampment. And when you arrive, you see a lot of the Slaad gathered and croaking at each other wildly, and Fiog hops off the boat and walks up to them and begins matching their croaks equally loudly. And eventually Fiog comes back and he says, oh yes, they're very grateful. They're going to come with me to the spire now. And we'll, presumably Thixia will be back by that point and be able to tell us exactly where they're needed to be deployed. You all are headed out to Summit Island, I suppose. Well,
I didn't see you gesture towards us or mention us. Did you tell the Slaad it was us who saved you? And then
yes, the Slaad already like that one. He points towards Tim.
Yeah, they do.
They're already telling stories about mushroom men and glitter and all that sort of thing. But yes, they know you saved them.
I would love to hear all of these stories.
Do the Slaad write novels, or is it an oral tradition?
That's right. Yes, it's Slaad are a bit weird that way. It's an oral tradition, and by the time you meet them again, the stories may not be recognizable. It may be stories about 80-foot-tall glitter dragons. Who knows?
Acceptable.
That's why I prefer oral over written any day.
And with that, Fiog basically bids you all farewell. He says, tells you good luck in getting to Summit Island, and that he hopes he sees you all back at the Spire once you found the Master.
That's the plan.
Yep. The only other thing you guys have left to do with this cavern is you all, in your canoe, head back up towards the entrance. You do remember that you left a certain Fomorian giant wrapped up in a certain rug.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
All right, we need a mushroom, mini mushrooms.
He liked his mushrooms.
Get the rug.
Fix his place back up.
Real nice.
Does he have
And then
anything
get out of
sparkly I can take?
Just dump him in the water.
You all go back and no,
Whatever
Scarlet
gets my rug back.
That's right. Scarlet, you look around and you see nothing of value. These colored mushrooms, for the most part, look like they've been like artificially colored. They don't look like they're like even special mushrooms. They just look like mushrooms that have been colored purple and blue and fuchsia and whatever.
Okay.
And yes, if you want to do that, Tim, you can spend a little bit of time, rummaging around the other cavern areas, picking mushrooms, maybe using some magic to change the color of them, putting them on his shelves.
No, don't use magic.
Oh yeah, right. Maybe don't use magic.
So when he went to sleep, he'll remember exactly what happened when he wakes up.
Yep. He will, when you unravel him, he presumably will wake up with the memory of what happened before he fell asleep.
Is it considered an attack to put his head underwater?
It's assault,
No.
but I don't know if it's a...
No, we should all just like be around him when he wakes up and just like wave our hands around like it was all a dream. And slowly back out.
Group check for deception.
You can certainly try that.
Can we not just like grab the edge of the rug and go and just run?
I like that.
You can try that too. You
And
can
he'll
try
just
that too.
Are you saying there are an infinite amount of possibilities in Dungeons and Dragons, Chris?
Nope, I've narrowed it down to 3.
Nope, just those 3. No more.
Drowning, mass deception, or pull and run. Those are your options.
And I believe he wished to be addressed as Big Daddy Dungeon Master.
That's right.
So our imaginations aren't the limiting factor.
That's right.
Okay. I'm sorry, Big Daddy Dungeon Master.
I like the old rug pull maneuver in the Skedaddles.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm sure between the combined strength of me and Tim, we could get that done.
Mm-hmm.
With the size of the rug, 2 of you could make a combined athletics check to just pull as hard as you can. If the rest of you want to be already gone, you can certainly do that.
Yeah.
And the 2 who are pulling, you can just try to pull and run.
Yeah, I'm sure between the combined strength of me and Tim, one of us assisting the other, we could get it done.
All right, so you guys can either one of you can do the help action and somebody gets advantage, or you can both roll athletics checks just for a group check and we'll see how that goes.
I have a +9.
Time for a flex off.
Alright, I guess I'll help you.
This is why we haven't rowed the boat, you know.
All
Well,
right,
Tim sits in the back of the parasol.
That's right. Real hard idea.
Rolled same number.
Oh, whoopsie.
I still had a +9. But
That's
I didn't roll
right.
very well.
Yay.
Hey, remember, she has a +9.
I did.
Yep, you sure do. Okay, so what happens here?
I'm long gone.
And the rest of
You're long gone.
Alright, we can still say it was all a dream.
Pull back. Mass deception. Mass deception.
What happens is you all pull the rug, you turn to run, but you've only just sort of like jostled him out of it. He's up on his feet as you are both trying to run away, already in like the clubbing motion. So you all are both going to get away, but as you get away, he is going to get 1 great club attack on each of you as
Hold
he
up,
chases you
hold
out
up.
of his cave. Okay.
Who's faster?
Be willing to bet you. I would be very willing to bet you.
Denver, you try to leave her behind. Take both hits.
I'll take both hits. No, I'll take both hits. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I was kidding. I was trying to find a spell real fast I can cast.
No, don't cast a spell. Remember, we're in the...
I don't want to get like 30 points of damage. I have 30 hit points left.
That would be so embarrassing. Where's Tim? Oh well, let's just leave.
It's okay. I have enough hit points. I will take both hits. Bring it, Chris.
All right, Tim, Scarlet pushes you ahead of her as you all are running away from this clubbing Fomorian. Scarlet, the Fomorian, still yelling, "Steelers! Steelers!"
She'll turn back.
Pittsburgh fan, eh?
Tim yells like, Cowboys rule, bitch.
Just like
Okay.
a Pittsburgh fan, clubbing
That's okay.
everybody around them when he wakes up.
Okay.
Oh my good
Alright.
gravy!
That would have come close to doing you in, Tim.
Yes.
28. All right, and with that, Scarlet, he is bashing you in the back as you run out of the cave. Tim right ahead of you. And you two leave him behind, still yelling, "Steelers, stealing my mushrooms." And
As she's
you
leaving
all-
the cave, she's going to turn around and point, those mushrooms? And then she keeps going since Tim put all those mushrooms in his cave.
Scarlet, as you run away, you hear a loud, huh? As you make it out of the cavern. Oh.
You're welcome.
And with that, you all are out of the Twisted Caverns. You make the final hike up the mile-long incline out of the earth and emerge. And at this point, it is nighttime, and you all need to sleep anyway. So,
For the love
you
of God,
all-
let me sleep.
Girl, it's been a full day down there in those caves. And you all can settle down for a long rest.
Huzzah.
With assuming Gillian puts her tent up, you feel secure for the time being.
Indeed.
I have 1 hit point. Yes, I feel very secure. I could be under like
What?
freaking stick. As the numbers came up, I was like, okay.
Okay. Hey, you can roll 17 in a second a little bit.
Wait, a 17
That
hit you?
17 hit you?
Oh no, that 17 didn't hit me. Never mind. I
Yeah.
have 28
Okay.
hit points then.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a
I
little,
didn't see. I thought that was.
he got a
yeah,
little
I thought
fresh
was
rolling
like
that second
27.
damage. Thinking there's no way that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
still, I only have
as-
20 hit points.
Yeah, right. As you all rest, you feel yourselves become stronger. You all get the benefits of a long rest, and you all level up. Let's start with Tim. Tim, what are you doing at level 16?
I get so much wiser. Wrapping
Being a good god
giants.
for a little while.
Yeah, losing my insight and wrapping people up in rugs just, gives you a lot of perspective of life.
Does it?
So I get 2 point. I get to update up my attributes. So I'll get plus 2 in wisdom, bringing me to a nice round 20.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
That's a good number.
So wise.
Yeah, so wise. Come to me for wisdom and glitter. That's it for that. I don't get
Okay.
to use spell slots or anything. so-
Slots. Oh, really? Wow. Just get your increase.
I put a period in there, I guess.
Yes, you did. Hey guys, roll 1d8.
We should try it out sometime.
All right, want to take your 5?
I'll take my 5 plus 3. I think that's it.
Okay, what does that bring you to?
1, 3, 1.
1, 3, 1.
Another nice round number.
That's right. All right, Kethra, what are you doing at 16?
Not much. I just get ability score improvement. That's it.
What are you improving?
Skills, no. Sneak attack extras. I was trying
Kethra's very disappointed at you, Russ.
to recall what happened during this level. I'm leaning towards the Constitution since I'm near death. Trying to think if we did anything that made me stronger. Did I push anything? Did I lift anything? I don't remember.
You did a bit of swimming at the end there.
Yeah.
I don't assume. Let's just say Constitution.
Okay.
Yeah. All those hits she took. She's not used to getting hit like that as an assassin. Just kind of made her a little bit stronger. So
Getting bathed in radiant fire? Maybe?
Yeah. Usually I'm in the back just protect myself. But so that brings my Constitution up to a 16 or a +3 modifier.
Which retroactively increases your HP, right?
Right. By I'll just do my normal 1d8 +2, and then I'll just add 16 to my hit points.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
So, 8. Oh man.
Not good rolls.
So 5 + 2 is 7. Let me do some math. So that brings me 114 + 7 + 16. Brings it 137.
Wow. All right. Very nice. Gillian, what are you doing at level 16?
So I am also just taking an ability score improvement. I'm taking another level of fighter. So it's fighter 6. So I am getting stronger.
More buff.
Workout
Biceps.
montage.
Those mermaid biceps.
Triton, you ass.
Right.
So that brings my strength modifier to a +4.
All right.
Did you ever finish getting your skills or your spells for level 15?
Yes,
Hmm.
I did.
Hmm.
What did I take? I did animate objects and
That's a nightmare.
mirror
for DM.
image, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know by now what the good spells are.
That's right. All right. 5.
Get that average.
5
The average.
+ 3 is 8. That's 143. Yes, 143.
Wow.
Everyone keeps upping the other one.
I'm gonna enjoy
That's
Tim,
right.
Tim being like 4th place again. Healthy cleric.
She was all proud of his 131.
Now let's lap him.
Yep. All right, Scarlet. What do you got at 16?
I'm going to keep with the theme of, just getting the ability score improvement.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll my hit points first because I'm also going to do con to get some more hit points. And is con what gives you better initiative too? Or is that something else? Is that dex?
No, that's 30.
Oh, that might be worth it. My dex is a -1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'll do con hit points.
Yeah, I don't know if it would do anything else for you besides initiative,
Yeah.
but
Whoever has the most hit points wins the game.
that's the game we're playing.
That's the game I play.
Ability score improvement.
All right, I'm due for the one who's not gonna suck it up on the hit point roll.
You'll have the same dice too. That's the other funny thing.
She rolled a
No,
D10.
you're right. She's rolled D10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to make my Constitution an 18, so a +4 modifier.
Okay, so you get another 16 for the total level. I believe that's him.
That's
I'm
all hit points.
assuming this calculated everything correctly.
Oh, right.
150.
It's doing it for you. Yeah.
Is it a big number?
Yeah.
Keep going until it's big enough.
I don't get any new spells. There's not really any that I want to change out. I don't have very good spells.
And what is your max HP now?
It is. Hang on. All right, we'll do that one. My maximum HP says building character. Hang on.
Calculating.
Yeah, calculate.
Now 176.
Oh my
All right, that's
What? Holy shit!
I went from
You win.
151 to 176.
I
That tracks.
dare you to kill
Yeah.
this paladin.
You do you now.
Shut up.
Is that the highest number ever?
Ever.
Well, I guess we never got this high of a level, so
D&D
never mind.
goes
Right,
no
yeah,
higher.
No,
Yes,
is that the highest number ever without going down?
Oh, that's also a good point. Yeah.
Now the DM will have to.
Yeah, that's right.
Why are y'all doing this to me?
I don't know. I've dared the DM to hit me since I have the highest armor. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll
So
just bring
strong.
bigger monsters.
He
Yep.
seems to roll pretty good against me.
All right.
That tracks.
Yeah, bring it, Christopher.
Yeah. All right. Galen, what you got at 16?
There's no way he could bring both of us down.
No way.
So I'm gonna take a 7th level of Warlock, which means my level 3 spell slots now become level 4 spell slots. I gain 1 new spell, and I'm going to take Fire Shield, which, strangely enough, you can also make it into a Cold Shield if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
You can do either or,
Anti-fire.
and then it makes you resistant to one or the other and does damage to the other one, so it's a little bit malleable.
Okay.
It's like the icy hot pack. Is it ice? Is it hot?
Exactly.
It feels good the whole time.
That's right.
That's right.
Either way, Shaq likes it. For my feature, I can take a new invocation, and I never even used my last one, which is to go invisible if it's in darkness. But I am going to take Ghostly Gaze. As an action, I gain the ability to see through solid objects to a range of 30 feet. Special sight lasts for 1 minute or until your concentration ends. During that time, you perceive objects as ghostly, transparent images. You can use it once per short rest. So I gain X-ray vision out to 30 feet once per short rest.
Don't look through my armor. You will not like what you see.
Yep, he just becomes a giant pervert.
You'll have no, really. You'll have nightmares. Don't do it.
It's all leeches.
Oh my god, it's all leeches. Alright, let's try to
I
roll
told you not to do it.
these attacks. Come on, game, we can't all roll badly. I rolled the
Don't roll
average.
average.
Fantastic. Nobody rolled higher than average for all 5 of us.
Nope.
So that is it for me. New invocation and new spell.
Okay. And what is your new hit point?
Hang on, it's got to calculate.
Is it higher than 176?
I don't think so. I think I am barely higher than Tim, though.
That's a low bar.
As is tradition. Yeah, 135.
All right. Still connect with them. Edge him out.
What was Kethra at?
137.
Ah! Close. Very close.
It's a close race at the back of the pack.
It is, yeah. We don't have anybody that's like
I
super
learned how to
super squishy.
shoot a bow.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you love it back here. It's fucking great.
While you all are long resting, also, Gillian, you're able to take a look at that grapefruit-sized golden orb that you picked up. And you are able to identify it. It is the heart of the idol. While attuned to the heart, you have advantage on persuasion skill checks. You may, as an action, activate the heart to produce its divine glamour. When you do, for the next minute, any creature that starts its turn within 60 feet of the heart and can see it must make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is charmed by the heart. Creature charmed in this way is incapacitated, and if it is more than 5 feet away from the heart, it must spend its turn moving toward the heart by the most direct route. A creature charmed in this way can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, or whenever it takes damage from a source other than the bearer of the heart, ending the effect on itself on a success. Once it succeeds in the saving throw, a creature is immune to the effects for 24 hours. Once the heart is used in this way, it cannot be used again until the next dawn. It is a grapefruit-sized bauble made of pure gold that seems to shimmer with inner light.
That's neat.
It does require attunement. I don't know how many objects you're attuned
You
to.
haven't given us
I
jack
have no
shit.
idea.
Yeah,
I don't think yeah.
Hey, you guys turned down a bunch of stuff a couple sessions ago. Don't want to give up your memories, your precious memories.
Yes, Tim did get a rug.
I have an exhaustion level and didn't get squat.
That's right. But it is essentially the same effect, which is kind of appropriate that you get it, Gillian, because as you realize what it does, you realize that you were under the exact effect of this spell earlier, and that effect is what caused you to walk into the pillar of light.
Enslave your enemies.
That's right. All right. As you all level up, finish your long rest, identify your items, you are able to get on the road again. The road, as it were. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Your guys' travel plan, or actually, you know, one of you guys draw your travel plan on the map for me, because I don't remember what it was going to be. How are you? Because you're right now. You're right here.
Hugging the coast.
Now you get the coast, and you're trying to get to this island over here.
Yes. By the least dangerous route possible.
Yeah.
Which is not going into this desert area because I had a giant monster. So we
Okay.
hug the coastline and probably skip along this. What does Rycrash think? Doesn't he fucking know the area?
You can ask him.
Yes, I would like to ask him.
Rycrash kind of confirms at first what you already guessed. He said, "Yeah, I'd avoid the desert as much as I possibly can. You're right to hug the coast. Going anywhere near the World Ender is, certain doom. So
The World Ender.
So you might as well stay out of there." Which the whole desert does have a marker, which I will show to you.
Yeah, basically avoid the desert and avoid the deep sea. So probably cross along these little archipelago here.
Okay.
Depending on how much Scarlet wants to row. So,
Row,
Right.
pray to and torn.
So that would make your essential path something like this. You would sort of hug the coast and then hug these archipelago islands to come down on the island like this. Yes?
exactly. Yes.
Okay. Rycrash essentially agrees with you. He says, avoiding the desert. I don't know much about what resides in the ocean these days, but the islands, I believe, are relatively harmless. Just collection of pieces of interesting planes that the creators brought here, as far as I can tell. Most of them not even habitated.
We just have courage to see us through, so that's what we're going to do. Row, 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 row.
Mhm.
Let's
All right,
pray
with
to
that-
torn.
Now the question is, how long do you guys row before you murder Scarlet just to cease the singing? She's singing. It's always the same song. It's just
That's all. Yeah,
Just too many hit points to kill her.
that's true.
It's a lot of hit
It's
points.
just too strong.
You all would have to make a concerted effort.
You know what? She's doing all the work.
Have to be a group effort.
Yeah, sing all she wants.
All right, you all head out. For 2 days, you travel through a desert hugging the water as closely as you possibly can. Even doing that and feeling a breeze come off the ocean onto your faces, the desert still feels oppressively hot. You can feel a distinct rise in the temperature here. And there seems to be no cloud. The sun seems to be oppressive. That first night, you're able to sleep just fine, but it is a generally uncomfortable night of sweaty sleeping.
And the hut's not air conditioned?
It's not air conditioned. Otherwise,
I thought it was, though. Hang on, you're muted, Rochelle.
I said, sorry, my magical protective hut didn't come with AC.
I thought it says in the fine print that it says it's
technically
comfortable.
controlled.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
I thought it said somewhere.
It says that.
You need to talk to the
okay.
manufacturer if yours is not climate control. I sold you a bad hut. Layman, you son of a bitch.
It is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather.
There you
outside.
go.
Okay.
No one is
Comfortable.
sweating in my hut.
You sweat, you go on the porch with the dog.
This guy's just got a poster board of rules. All right, take it all back. You guys know that it would be hot and sweaty if you weren't in this nice hut.
We're just looking out the giant window that is the hut, and we're like, suckers.
Yep.
Look at all them sweating.
That first night, in the middle of the night, you all do feel, and now that you're on the sand, you can see an earthquake underneath your feet, and you can see the sand sort of ripple with this earthquake. But the earthquake only lasts a couple minutes, and then it's gone. You're all able to just go back to sleep.
There's nothing.
The second day, same thing, super hot, even though you're hugging the coast. As you get to the point where you can see off in the distance the first chain of islands that you'll have to cross, you all feel that earthquake again, and this time it seems to last a little bit longer. And you glance off into the distance, and you see through the haze and sort of like heat mirage of the miles of distance, you see something out in the desert that you didn't see before, and it looks like a mountain that was not there before, that is there now. The ground underneath your feet is still rumbling, and you realize this mountain is moving across the horizon. And after a few moments, the mountain breaks out of sight into the haze, and the rumbling subsides and stops entirely.
We pick up the pace.
Rhycrash appears to you and goes, "Yep, that was the Wellender."
Neat. Neat.
And with that, you all break out your folding boat and set off on what will end up being a week-long journey across a string of islands.
Oh boy.
Scarlett's singing the whole time.
God damn it.
If any given day is only about maybe 3 or 4 hours of actually water rowing, the rest of your time is spent hopping island to island, crossing islands to get to the next place where you would break out the boat and row to the next island. Over those 5 days, you cross a number of varied islands. One day you cross a black sand, crescent-shaped island, and that fine black sand gets all in everybody's shoes. You have to shake it out at the end of the night. The next day,
That's
you
one of the
all are
rules
crossing-
inside the hut. Is there is no sand inside the hut.
No sand. That's definitely on the list.
Shoes and sand stay outside.
The next day, you all land on a giant, pure white island that has no sand, no dirt, no plants. And it's not until you're about halfway across this half-mile wide island that you realize that you're on a giant skull of some ancient creature on which nothing is growing. The next day, you cross an island of emerald green stone shimmering brightly in the light, so much so that it hurts your eyes a bit. And you recognize that this stone as the same stone that the verdant spire was built out of. That stone that green stone that made up the walls and floors of that place. You cross. The next day, you actually find some inhabitants. You cross a small island inhabited by a village of what is best you can tell are sentient coconut people.
Kill them for their sweet juices.
They appear to be coconuts with little like wooden arms and legs.
Like from Moana?
Moana.
Yeah,
Cucamonga.
Hikamora.
yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Sure, yes. Just like those.
Are they descendants from the Skull Island?
You don't know. All you can tell from them is that they are very primitive. They've got some very basic tiny canoes, and you can see that they have little spears, but they don't really mess with you at all. They just sort of watch you as you cross their island. And you see at the center of their island a giant tree that seems to be a coconut tree with coconuts growing on it.
God, I'm so hungry for coconuts.
Around.
I make crack potions.
Would you all like to commit genocide and murder the coconut?
What does the Genosword think of this?
The Genosword is on board. Oh dear, I bet those coconut people taste just fine. That's not the same voice, is it?
You don't have a mouth.
I suppose so, dear, but look at the little spears, aren't they cute? Wouldn't they be cute hanging from my pommel?
Well, I mean, let's just talk about that for just a second. Yes, they would be dangly, but let me tell you, the whole time, all we would hear would be like ding 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 ding.
Oh dear, yes, that would be annoying.
Oh dear Lord, yes. We're gonna find something better to hang from the pommel that doesn't make noise.
Just have like a group of them in cages, and there's living in squalor, and we're just taking one out every once in a while.
you all just decide to settle on this island and just
Rule.
We've gone far enough.
The adventure ends here. Coconut people worship us.
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want to do. You tell me what you want to do with these coconut people. They're not messing with you, but you want to go in.
How thirsty are we?
Exceedingly.
Scarlet is just shooing everybody away from the coconut people.
It's been 5 days. We're all just insane now.
I can take their leader and wrap him up in my rug and unwrap it every few days to make him stare at what's become of his people and wrap it.
We've learned the sweetest coconut milk comes from those who are still alive. So today I'm just going to take your leg.
Y'all been watching too many episodes of Criminal Minds here.
What I'm learning is that we need to run a campaign where you're all just terrible tyrants.
That's every D&D campaign that we do, essentially.
I grow bored and kill them all.
Let's move on to the next primitive people.
The next day, after you all spend the entire evening discussing what you might have done.
Yeah. We talk a big game and then just continue on.
We'll find the one that will rat out all of his brethren for the promise of survival and then kill him anyway.
You're the Negan of the coconut people. You're just terrorizing them, taking what you want.
I said I'd eat you last. I lied.
Nice to see you.
The next day, you guys
It's 2 days later, we're still making these jokes.
Moved.
Nothing else going on.
Just days go by and you're like, what if we did this? What if we put them all in cages and put tubes up them?
We're on to the dinosaur people now. Oh.
Yeah.
The next day, you all cross an island filled with dead, dry trees, and with the soil being covered by a thin layer of ash, even though you see no source of what might have caused that.
Who subjugated these trees?
That's right. The fifth day, you cross a tiny. The island that you were able to make it to is a tiny spot of stone that at most 2 people can stand on back to back. So you all make it there and are just able to basically leave. And after 5 days of this travel, you make it
really
to
took the grade on each other's nerves.
That's right. Everybody's not doing well. You've all formed cliques.
Scarlet is still singing.
Front of the boat people. We don't hang out with the back of the boat people.
It's a class system.
Scarlet's still dividing, like she's in the middle rowing and just singing, and the ones who are in front of her have to smile and pretend like they're enjoying it, and she knows the ones in the back are the ones who are like, oh, thank God we don't have to smile.
That's right. You all don't see much of Ryegrass. He spends most of his time as a cloud of black mist. On the final day, you all are sure that, and then Ryegrass has essentially assured you that he's pretty sure you're almost there. But you all...
He said that 4 days ago.
Yes, every day he says we're almost there. You all encounter a coral reef, multicolored, almost neon. It's in its array of rainbow colors, extending out of the water hundreds of feet into the air.
Whoa.
It seems to block your path entirely, to the point that you can see that to the south it perhaps curves to the east. So you're forced to just follow it southward, which you do for a few hours, and you find a break in that coral wall. And as you pass through it, you see an island about a mile in the distance. And Ryegrass appears and says, That's it. That's where we're headed. You can see from this distance, from about a mile off, all you can really see is that there is a volcano on this island. You can see a mountain shape on the northern end of the island, and there is black smoke spewing from the top of that mountain.
He did get all of this shit from Moana.
I figured out what your inspiration is. Giant fire monster.
Now you know all the clues you'll need. You watch more.
Who has the screaming chicken?
That's right.
Hey.
And you start rowing for that last mile towards that island.
So this is the island where you welcome every new thing into this plane. Is a volcanic island.
Ryegrass says, yeah, I've been there a few times myself. I can't say the volcano's ever looked like that, though. It's usually a pretty constant flow of lava coming out of it, like a river, to be honest. I've never seen it spew black smoke like that before. I don't know what that's about. But yes, otherwise, normal times, the volcano is just dormant, I suppose. It's constantly leaking lava, but doesn't explode.
Wait, it's usually got lava everywhere, and that's normal? That's
constant stream of it, yeah.
That's not safe at all.
It just pours out in the ocean. It seems fine.
OSHA violation waiting to happen.
And an ocean violation.
Yes. There's a temple on the north end of the island. It's a place where the master greets and makes citizens of any new inhabitants. Truth be told, it's also where he does a bit of magic that makes sure that the leaders of each group can't do things against his will. But that's not really something we advertise when you become a citizen of Anonymous. That when we get there, there should be a contingent of stewards, usually about a dozen citizens of Anonymous stay on the island at any given time to keep up the temple, take care of the island, that sort of thing. Hopefully they'll be able to tell us what's been going on.
Now, before we get there, guys, we need to get straight our story about what happened to his lover, Marina.
Right.
Technically, we didn't do anything to her.
That's good. That's good. That's the story.
Perfect.
Let's go with that.
The last we saw her, she was still alive.
That is
Did
technically true.
nobody look back?
No.
No,
Well,
I
we
think we
just
did
heard a
that
scream.
cool. I think we did that cool thing where we walked away, like with the explosion in the background.
Mm-hmm. Just the explosion was a woman being eaten by a dragon.
Yeah.
You
So,
know.
in a true statement, the last time we saw her, she was alive. To the best of our knowledge, she may or may not be in danger.
True.
That's good. That's good. We fought her and we spared her after we got our information. Perfect.
No. The last we saw that she was just alive.
Okay, let me write this down.
Yeah, Catherine, you're pretty sure your two stories will at least jive with each other. All right, yes. So you're all a mile out, and you begin rowing that mile towards the shore. You're about a half mile away, you think. Closer now. You see in the distance, over the island, you can't tell how many, but you can see what you think is a pack of flying humanoids in the distance over the island. They're not coming towards you. They're not coming towards you as far as you can tell. But you do see a what looks to be maybe could be birds, but they do look humanoid to you.
It's the angel people.
I've
Yeah,
been
the
doing
last
my
time something flew over us as the angels.
yeah. I've been doing my demon sense too while we travel. Let's say.
Okay. What's the range in your demon sense, Galen?
5 miles.
5 miles. All right. So once you get inside of the island, and you guys are now rowing that mile to get to the half mile, you use your demon sense, and you sense. Your sense, Kaylin, kind of goes off like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You sense a lot of things. You sense probably about a dozen demonic presences a half mile to the north of you where you see that island. Kind of spread out amongst it. It's hard to pinpoint, where exactly they might be on the island versus how far away they are. You sense a demonic presence about 3 miles to your west and a few hundred feet above your present location. And you sense one demonic presence about 400 feet to your east, approaching you rapidly.
It's that fucking dude. How far?
400 feet.
I inform the crew of all this information and get my crossbows
Okay.
out and aim them towards the sky.
Okay. Kalen, the presence that you feel that's 400, the presence that you felt that was a few miles to the west, that one was above your present place by a few hundred feet. The presence that is to your east by just a few hundred feet, you think it's about 50 feet below your current position.
In the water.
50 feet below your current position.
Okay.
Yes, in the water.
Very cryptic.
Kaylin, you inform everyone.
Yes.
Everyone, you look out. You see nothing at the moment.
How far are we to shore?
About a half mile. So about 2,500 feet, something like that.
It starts to double time it.
Okay.
The tempo of the song increases.
Gillian, you're in the water right now, yes? You may not have Gillian at the moment.
Yes.
No. Okay. You see something, once you've been informed by Kaylin that something is coming, you see it before everyone else does. You don't know quite what it is when you first see it, but underwater, probably about 400 feet away, approaching rapidly, getting to about 300 feet away, is a giant shape in the water.
Oh no.
And you see it begin to crest upwards. At that point, all of you in the boat begin to see a huge red fin break the water,
Ooh.
rapidly swimming your direction.
And this was a fiend I sensed?
It sure was.
How exciting. My blood is pumping. Can we just start shooting this thing? Because I'm going to start shooting this thing.
You can. It's 300 feet away right now.
Oh, that might be a little far for even my awesome abilities.
Okay.
Keep rowing, though, because I don't want to necessarily be in the water.
Scarlett's rowing as hard as she can.
Yep.
Range on my...
You all are here, right? You all see the map? Okay.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
All right. When it gets to 200 feet away, Gillian, you can see it clearly long before any of the rest of them can. What you all see at 200 feet is this giant red fin still just approaching rapidly. Gillian, what you see when it gets 200 feet away, you see a huge red demonic looking shark. And at its side are a pack of regular looking sharks swimming alongside it.
Regular sharks. You should have started with the regular sharks, maybe, and then gone with it.
The climactic thing is a bunch of regular sharks.
But they've got a mean look in their eye.
That's right. They look awfully mean. Gillian, I will show you what you see.
Oh no.
That
It's a devil shark.
It's a devil shark, everyone. A devil shark. Never seen this before in his life. He's just making this shit up. His fiend sense went off. There's a shark coming. Devil shark.
Yep.
Nasty. Lots of teeth and fins. Swims in the water.
At this point, I will let you all prepare something to do if you want. It is right now 200 feet away from you. It is, Gillian, you can see clear as day. It is coming right for you at a rapid speed. How do you guys want to react to this situation?
Ah!
How
Cather
far would you
says-
say it was now?
200 feet.
Cather says, Gillian, I heard you can punch it in the nose and stun it.
Launch yourself at that shark. Okay, time to cast spells. In other words, before this thing comes at us.
Yeah, you sense it coming. Gave yourself a bit of a heads up with that devil sense.
Her feet is pretty far.
You
Yeah,
basically, you all
pathetic.
basically have a moment right now to do whatever you want
Yeah.
before it's going to get into range where initiative is going to start.
Okay.
Right before initiative starts, I'll cast
Shark
Holy
repellent.
Aura.
Oh,
Okay. Ooh, 8th level spell. What is
Wow.
Second before it gets there.
this? Okay. Right. 'Cause it-
We gotta wait
Not
till
that I look at
turn-based
the
mode
spell.
begins, basically.
Cather says, I had to look into your spells, Tim. Don't you have something you can make a trench?
Yeah, you can move water around. That might help.
Like a water trench.
Part the waters.
Taking it out of water might help, seeing as it's a.
Devil
Shark.
shock, everyone. Devil shock. Swim.
I'm going to use one of my 4th level spells so I can hit everybody with it.
That one.
Here.
Everyone gets heroism.
That
Yes,
do.
just shoot that right into my veins.
Perhaps I will punch it in the nose.
You are imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
Wow.
I mean, it's not many hit points, but it's at least it's a couple.
Which is how many? Okay, modifier?
Is let's see here. It's
for your
charisma, so 3
3. Okay. So everybody
Yeah.
gets 3 temporary hit points.
at the start of each of their turns. It's not
I'll
much,
cast-
but you know.
I'll cast mirror image.
Okay.
So if we don't get hit, do we keep getting +3, or is it just reset to +3?
That I don't know.
The
Temporary hit points just stick around until you use them.
Yeah, and they're never cumulative, so it always would just come back. I'm gonna cast lightning arrow. Touch my arrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Vortex.
Let's get all the things going.
Wait, which? You gotta cast one today. Which one are you doing?
Vortex.
Vortex. Okay. Roll Vortex. I don't know what that does. I've never heard of that spell.
It's control water.
Oh, okay.
It's I guess it's whirlpool more specifically.
Okay. Your damn spell, Tim.
Towards the end.
It's just paragraphs and paragraphs of things.
To 50 feet wide and 25 feet tall, any creature or object in the water and within 25 feet of the vortex is pulled 10 feet toward it. Okay. Creature can swim away from the vortex by making a strength athletics check against the spell save DC. Okay. You're going to have to tell me how all this works as we're going. I kind of get it.
Yeah, basically if it fails to save, it gets sucked closer or sucked towards the vortex and takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And where are you casting this at?
On the shark. I mean, this.
Okay. When the shark gets in range? Okay. All right. You've got lightning arrows, mirror images, heroism. What are you doing, Catherine?
Giving Gillian the advice of punching the shark in the nose.
Excellent. Well, when the shark, you all are casting all that stuff, and Gillian, you see as you all are doing this, preparing as fast as you can to get ready. The shark is closing the distance at a shocking speed.
Got shark speed, everybody. Shark speed.
Right.
Demon speed.
Oh, also regular, slightly less demonic sharks.
It's giving birth as it swims towards us.
And even tinier sharks.
They're giving birth.
Extremely. My God.
So nesting dolls of sharks.
Swim forward,
A
just popping out of each other's
Swarm of sharks.
just coming out of each other's mouths. Just ta 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 ta. By the time it gets to us, there's just a little tiny. What a dumb monster.
And the big one just swims away.
That's right.
All right. The creature breaks the water. All his sharks all the other sharks are still under the water, but you can see the fin of the devil shark breaking the water as it comes towards you. And now I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative. Tim, so once the shark breaks the water and you can see it, your vortex goes off. Just draw a little. Your vortex. All right.
And since we're in
Boy.
the Western Hemisphere, it goes counterclockwise.
Okay.
You can tell that?
Not really. I like to say it though.
But casting a spell, it's
It
like
makes me feel
that's the test.
special.
It's gonna flush. It's gonna spin one way, and that's how we know where we are in the universe.
That's right.
Oh no, it's flushing up. What do we do?
Get the plunger. Get the plunger.
I wasn't trained for this.
Quick, drink the water.
Art, stop teasing your sister. Lisa, drink the water.
And Kaylin, you're up first.
I'm shooting the shit out of that devil's. Well, first I gotta throw
How,
some.
wait, am I not casting the spell once it got trained?
Maybe I misread how it happens. It's not a thing that just exists and it happens on their turn, or is it a thing that happens on your turn? Sorry. Any creature object in the water within 25 feet. Okay, so it happens immediately. Oh no, it says when a creature enters the vortex the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, must make a strength saving throw. So it'll happen on his turn.
Did you say you had something on the map for that? Because I don't see anything like that.
Oh, I didn't? Okay. Maybe I did it on the GM layer.
I'll put it, in front of us, just at a range of us, but
Hold on. Where did I draw? I drew on the map, and I don't know where I drew it at.
Never
now.
draw on the map.
I just drew freehand.
oof.
All right, Tim.
See, and that's why
here?
we can't find it. The map was like, no, y'all don't want to see this.
There
Now
you
that's
go.
a vortex.
Excellent.
There you go.
I was under the impression there was a fancy image. I didn't know you were just drawing on the map. I would have waved that off.
I'm sorry. Were you expecting me to have a vortex ready?
Dare you?
I expect you at least to have a trench ready. I don't know.
How about
We thought you were big.
there you go. There's you a whirlpool.
Hey.
That looks much better.
Acceptable.
All right, Kaylin, what are you doing?
I'm shooting this fucking devil shark, but let me slap my Slayer's Prey on there first. So we go to the 60 feet at this point. Yes.
It is. It is
All
probably
right.
about 50 feet away from you at this point.
All right.
This vortex is 50 feet wide, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
Snap. Such luck.
Well, I don't know how to draw something that big.
There you go.
Look at that vortex. Queen. Oh, dear lord.
There. That's a 50-foot life vortex.
Yes. Wait, we are making a Sharknado, by the way. This is what you've done.
Shooting out the shark nest. Our enemies.
Now, hopefully Tim put it a little bit further away, right?
Nah.
Have you met Tim?
I want to give a little excitement as the spice of life.
You wanted to
Fighting for our lives.
yeah, skate on some sharks while they're flying through the air.
Cowabunga, dude!
All right, I'm shooting. So I put my Slayer's Prey on the Devil Shark. I'm going to shoot it with a lightning arrow. The next time you make a ranged weapon attack during the spell's duration, the weapon's ammunition transforms into a bolt of lightning. Make the attack roll as normal. I will. Does a 16 hit
Kalen,
should have turned sharpshooter off.
Kalen, you think at 16, you aim it to where you're positive you would have hit that shark if half its body or 3/4 of its body wasn't underwater. Your bolt goes right towards its head, but it hits the water and veers.
It's got some kind of water powers. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot it again, but I'm gonna turn off, I think, sharpshooter.
The water is just giving him cover.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Wait, yes.
Kalen has a 9 intelligence. Give him a break. I'm gonna turn off sharpshooter. I'm not sure that works with this spell anyway. Let's try again. How about a 24?
24. It don't matter. You compensate for the water, and you just put a bolt right between its eyes.
All right, so instead of dealing my normal damage, I do... Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot the spell. The spell actually... it says it does damage even if I miss.
Oh.
It says make the attack roll as normal. The target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit or half as much damage on a miss instead of the weapon's normal damage. And then whether you hit or miss, each creature within 10 feet of the target must make a dex saving throw, and each of those creatures takes 2d8 lightning damage. So they have to make a save. But I cast that 4th level spell, so increase all that by another 1d8. So I need to roll 5d8. That's the point of the spell. And it does half that damage to the Devil Shark. Jesus Christ. That was a good roll.
If only you hadn't missed.
Yeah, if only I hadn't missed. So that's a 15.
So it does 15 damage to the Devil Shark.
Yeah, lightning damage. He's in the water. Does that do anything extra?
To the Devil Shark. You think it does full damage. You don't think it does anything special.
And then anybody within 10 feet of the target must make a dex saving throw. And each of those creatures will take 3d8 lightning damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
All right, that would be the hunter, the giant shark to the south of them, and all 3 of the hunter sharks or reef sharks to the north of them.
Pizza.
So give me that 3d8, and I'll start rolling dex checks.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever the number's supposed to be for that level.
Yeah, 3d8. Okay.
All right, 11 damage. The reef shark to the south. It's normal. Does not make it. I'm sorry, the reef sharks are the small ones. Let me do those first. That was the first reef shark. Here's the second 2. The hunter sharks, the large ones. All right, what was the save number?
16.
16. So 2 of the reef sharks did not make it. One of them did, and the hunter shark made it.
It's half damage on a fail.
Okay. Minus 11.
Or have half damage on a successful save.
Right. Minus 11. Minus 5. Minus 5. Okay. So that was your first attack, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We can still include the
And then your
second one.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, your second attack did still hit, so you
Okay.
can still roll the damage on that.
Okay. So I don't have sharpshooter on, but I should have. That works.
9.
It did not. Didn't include my favorite enemy though. It rolled the 1d6. So add 4 to that because he is a devil, right? A fiend.
He is a fiend. Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
So add 4 to that. So 13.
Okay. Okay.
And that is
Bolt
all.
into the devil shark. All right. As the shark's swimming towards you, you put some bolts into him. Scarlet.
Row your boat.
Is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to just row away from them?
Yeah.
Okay, so we
I have like no ability to do anything long range, so
Give me an athletics check, please.
keeping us at range of that shark would be great. Not letting it close in on us.
Cannot roll athletics to save my life today, apparently.
No, you can probably move yourself about 20 feet. Move the boat about 20 feet with that athletics roll. So I'm going to move you to the, you guys could probably row yourselves about here. Which is further away from the sharks. Okay. Tim.
Yeah. No.
Let's see. Far away now.
You are further away now.
I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith in front of us.
Ooh, pull out the Guardian. All right, I haven't. Now everyone can see your wonderful spell effect for that. Tim, you call upon your Guardian of Faith.
Frank Leashington Jr.
A golden leash with a sword and a shield at his side appears before you. I don't know if you have control over him. I can give you control over him. You can put him where...
Alright, I'll put him 2 squares to the left.
Like right... Oh, shit, stop moving around. Alright.
No.
I know. my thing's... There we go.
No.
Like right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, this map is a lot less laggy though.
Yeah. It's not as big.
All right.
You all see a magical spectral leech appear in front of you, wielding a sword and shield somehow.
Do not worry. He is here to help us against the hell spawn coming up from the ocean. His name is Frank.
Hi, Frank.
All right. Next up is the Devil Shark. Tim, will you re-roll that spell? What happens? He gets pulled into the center of it. He has to make a athletics check. There we go. Creature enters the vortex or starts its turn there. It must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and is caught in the vortex until the spell ends.
Wow.
The creature caught in the vortex can use its action to try to swim away from the vortex. Okay. But has disadvantage on the athletics check to do so. Wow. All right. So it is a DC 18 athletics check for the Devil Shark to break away from the... Does not make it.
I think you're whispered on it, boss. Oh, no, you're not. I didn't see that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So I don't think I am. So, Tim, you want to roll that damage for me?
Sure.
He is sucked into the center. He takes 11 damage.
Shark goes whirly whirl.
That's right, as he is pulled into the center of this whirling water. The Devil Shark does have something it can do, though, as it is pulled into the center. As it is pulled into this vortex, it is still near the top of the water, and you all see its gaping, toothy maw open up, and out of it sprays a cone of freezing cold water.
My shield.
Devil Shark exhales a 60-foot cone of supernaturally cold water. Each creature in that area must make a DC 18 con saving throw. On a failed save, take 56 cold damage.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Everyone in the boat, not Gillian. Gillian, you are safe. But everyone in the boat, give me a con saving throw.
Cold damage.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Okay, go for it.
Do we get Scarlet help?
Yeah, +3.
It's 3? Okay. Not enough. It's enough for Raymond. Catherine, you make the save.
No, I didn't make it.
You.
DC
You get
18.
+3. Oh, it was a DC 18. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Oh my dear goodness.
Tim, you take 28 cold damage. The rest of you take 56 cold damage.
Jesus.
But that's not the important part. Everyone except Tim, you are ejected from the boat.
Oh, my boat. Wait,
20 feet backwards.
but we had 3 temporary hit points from Scarlet, right? So it's 3 less damage.
Yep.
Well, balls.
The 3 of you are ejected out of the boat.
Save me, Spectral Leech.
Shoot us onto the shore?
Nope, you all are still probably about 2,500 feet away from the shore. It's still a half mile away.
Swimming.
Well, it's been fun playing with you guys. I'm about to die.
Tim, now you're
Gillian, you're up.
Okay.
Hold up. My guardian of
Tim?
Fate might die.
Oh, does it have health points? I didn't realize that.
Well, Sticks definitely got obliterated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. 4 sticks.
Take 60 damage.
Oh, yeah, not quite. You took 56. Yeah, 56. Your guardian still has 4 points of
Wow.
damage left in it.
All right, Frank.
Tim, will you give me DC, what is half of 28? 14, DC 14 Constitution saving throw for your spell. Tim, as the cold water washes over you, your whirlpool fades away.
Man, that was a bad roll.
Oh dear.
Was Scarlet's thing not still on me?
She was still in the boat, but that wouldn't have helped you. That would have gotten you to 15.
You said it was a
Right, you
You
said
only needed a 14.
Oh, that's 14. Yeah. Yeah, she was still in the boat. That's a saving throw. So yes, it would have helped you.
or she got knocked away.
Or she got knocked away. Yep. It all happened at the same time.
Let my vortex free.
Vortex is free. All right. Gillian.
Okay. I will cast Hypnotic Pattern above the sharks. So each creature in area makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they become charmed.
All right. Hypnotic pattern.
So many glowy effects.
That's right.
They
Oh no. That's
will be
too bad.
taking damage in their turn.
All of them? Oh, because of the vortex?
Yeah,
Oh.
That is true. Yes.
but they will.
But it will. It would. What it would do is it would. Well, that's the beginning of their turn, isn't it? The vortex.
They take the damage.
Yeah, that's the beginning of their turn, and that's not
Yeah.
useful, because then it would be... Okay,
Turned
never
off.
mind. I'm not doing that.
The hypnotic pattern goes away.
Cancel Hypnotic Pattern. Scarlett, did you say that you were about to die?
Once I start drowning, I will, yeah. I'm fine right now.
Yeah, I guess that's true of everybody, right?
Send my regards to Davy Jones.
That's right.
Not so well. Not all of us are Tritons, Gillian.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Play a funeral song on your bagpipes.
Gosh, I don't have anything great to do. Underwave is...
Hey, Chris, I have a question. With absorb elements, does that work for that attack when it's happening, or just gives you resistance for the future?
I think it's until your next turn, I believe. It happens on that attack. It's a reaction like shield.
Yeah.
But I believe I think the wording says it lasts until your next turn.
But would it help me take less damage? Would it give me the resistance for that attack, or just for the next?
It would for that attack. It's like shield in that way.
Can we see I did that then? I'm going back and looking through all my things.
Yes, we can say you did that. If you want to, yeah.
Throw up and absorb
Which would
elements.
just lower the damage.
Yeah, because the melee attack thing's never going to come up for me. But if I can have that
Right.
damage, then hell yeah, I'll do that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna toss my phase axe at the southernmost shark.
Okay.
So that'll be through Tim and Tim's leech.
You could probably angle that. Yeah.
Oh, it'll be going through many leeches.
Tim's guardian.
Guardian, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Tim's leech guardian.
Frank.
Frank. Call him Frank.
Well, that's a 13.
A 13 does, in fact, hit
Ooh, okay.
a hunter shark.
So what is it? Is it a D8 for each of them? Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be an extra 2d8 on top of whatever damage you roll.
So 13.
13. Okay.
And then I will do that again.
24 definitely hits.
19.
19. All right. You put a couple giant gashes in that shark. Not looking too hot. All right, it is the hunter shark's turn, and two of them are within this whirlpool. So they need to make DC 18 athletics checks to get out of the whirlpool, or they're pulled into it. Hunter Shark 1. Hunter Shark 2. All right. Okay. They each take 11 damage, or 11 and 7. And they cannot get out as they are pulled inward. So instead, they're going to use their action to furiously try to swim out of it with disadvantage.
Sorry, 2d8.
Oh, it's 2d8. Okay. This was a little bit less. Okay. Hunter Shark 1. Athletics check to get out. Negative. They use their action just furiously swimming against the whirlpool.
Oh, wow.
Hunter Shark 3, though. Begins to swim. Straight for you in the
Actually, I
boat,
was supposed
Tim.
to go.
Say again?
I was supposed to go. I'm 8.
Where are you? I didn't add you.
I probably roll or after you sorted it.
Oh, okay. Well, you could go before one of the hunter sharks then. Go ahead. Get there.
What's my movement speed to swim?
You don't have a swim speed. In order to swim, you have to make an athletics check.
Oh.
You can tread water pretty easily, but if you want to actually swim, as in go somewhere.
Oh. Go wherever you want.
Like a shark.
You can swim your full 30 feet.
I get on the boat, and what is it to row? Action or movement?
Yeah, that was your action. I'm sorry, that was your movement. So it would take an action if you want to try to row the boat.
All right. I row the boat,
I row the boat.
and I yell, I am not singing that damn song.
You did blah 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 blah.
You find the boat does not move without you singing the song.
That's right. It's one of the magical parts of the boat.
The parking.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Another one?
Oh my good god! Double crits.
Okay.
I rowed to the shore in one move.
Just leaves on the boat.
Tim, I'm sorry. With the quick athletic check, you can move the boat up to your move speed, 30 feet, which still leaves you about 2,470 feet away from the shore.
I rowed towards Kalen, and
Okay.
I might accidentally row over Kalen.
No.
Perhaps.
Maybe forcing him to move out of the way. Oh, wait.
Too far.
far?
You
Okay.
throw off the map.
She rows backwards over Kalen again.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, God.
You just need to give me control of the boat. I want to be able to pick up Scarlet with the boat.
Okay, I will give you control of the boat so you can.
Rolled a
There you go.
26
Move the boat where you wanna move
athletics.
it.
Give
I go right there.
control of the boat.
That's right. All right.
There.
Make me zoom out so I can get us and the shark still on this boat.
I know this. You guys are testing the limits of this map.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Nope, that was your movement and your action. All right, back to the hunter sharks. The hunter sharks were zoomed up in the whirlpool. One hunter shark is going to come right at you, though. He's going to make it this far, which is full move speed. Tim, your guardian, is going to strike out as he swims underneath your leech wielding a sword. You want to give me that
Do a dex saving throw.
Oh, he makes a dex saving throw. Okay. That is a crit fail right there.
20 damage.
20 damage.
Wow.
Tim, this was already the shark that Gillian's been hacking up with her axe. As the shark swims past your leech guardian, the leech just takes its sword and just chops its head off.
Wow.
And then sucks out the insides.
It's horrifying to everyone.
Now it's got a shark body for a head.
that's right.
Still wiggling a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Got a new hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Next up is the reef sharks. They all need to make athletics checks.
The fools. Oh, shit.
Yeah, 2 of them make it, so they take half damage. You want to roll that damage for me, Tim? One of them, you all see get sucked up into the whirlpool and hit one of the bigger sharks and dies. The other 2 make it out. Let's see. 40 feet. 40 feet. All right. They go that far, and then they're going to use their action to dash to the closest target, which is Gillian. Still in the water. They can see.
Dylan, can't you talk to sharks or something?
I can. I'm not sure what good it will do at this point.
And sharks! What's up with the devil shark?
You're in with a bad crowd these days, sharks. Literally has
I
devil in
used
his
to be
name.
just like you until I found holy lights.
I did so much drugs. Alcohol.
I was snorting lines off the devil's shark.
I did whatever he told me to do.
Mostly swim.
Galen,
Great for
you're
this
up.
structure.
So did we get pulled into the boat or not? How did that exchange work?
Ketherick pulled the boat right up next to you. You are right next to the boat right now. You can pull yourself up into the boat.
I
if you'd
would
like to.
absolutely like to pull myself up into the boat. Yes, please.
All right, that will cost basically your movement to get yourself out of the water and like over the edge and into the boat.
Acceptable.
Okay, you are in the boat.
Can you get in the boat with that heavy trench coat of yours?
Yes, I certainly can. I'm sopping wet and
Sopping wet.
gorgeous. How dare you? I'm actually pretty far. So unfortunately, if it's outside of the 1 number, it's disadvantage, isn't it?
Yep.
Crossbow expert, does that help me with that though? Let's Let's see. Ignore loading coin crossbows. Be first being within 5 feet. Also, creatures opposed to disadvantage. Oh, it's only if you're next to somebody. What about sharpshooter? Is that the other one? Let's see. Whoops. Attacks at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack roll. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I had both feet, so I'm not disadvantaged in melee or long range. Only use crossbows all the time. Never anything else.
Kaylin, the only one from though that you can see is the devil shark. The other ones are under the water.
That's fine. I don't give a shit about regular sharks. I only care about devil sharks.
The devil shark is still only partially above the water, but yes, you can still target the devil shark.
I'll try to turn on sharpshooter again and see if I can hit him. See is but we'll out together. Fuck.
Definitely more than 13.
How am I rolling a 5? All right.
Your bolt hits the water.
Try this again. Motherfucker. Rolled a 6.
14.
All right. Bonus action attack thanks to crossbow expert. Third time's a charm.
Nope.
You know what? I yell at Kethra. I yell at Kethra to keep the boat fucking steady. I'm like, you keep this boat fucking steady. Because
Kevin's fault. Yeah.
yeah, it's like fucking glass right now. And he's like, you better keep this fucking boat steady, because I can't hit anything. He's going around. The shark's going around a whirlpool. Ridiculous.
All right, Scarlet.
Shooting these conditions.
You're up.
God, 3 fucking misses.
I
Shot you in the head with his last bolt.
I would also like to clamber onto the boat, please.
Okay, that'll be basically all your movement to get on the boat, but you can do that.
That's fine. And then I'll use my action to help start rowing us to shore.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. You roll.
No, go back towards the shark. Closer. I need to be closer. I can't hit from this distance.
There we go.
Wow.
All right, we're going to say, Scarlet, that you're able to row the boat another 30 feet away from the sharks. The map will not allow it at this point. Broken the limits
You've
of
hit
the
the
map.
invisible wall.
Yeah.
There's
But,
a loading screen.
That's right. Let's do this.
Are we leaving Gillian behind with a bunch of
That's,
sharks?
are you ready? Yeah. Like, what's happening?
You just
Bye?
see the boat leaving. We assume you're able to talk down the sharks.
Incorrect. We're leaving Frank behind.
But knowing Gillian, she's gonna be water skiing these sharks and pass us by very quickly.
Yep.
Turns out these sharks owe me money.
Dave, is that you? God damn it, Dave. Tim.
That's why he's working for the devil shark. He needed to pay back Gillian.
We're currently 80 plus 30 away from these sharks.
This is not the kind of game I want to play. We're 80 plus 30 away.
Do the math yourself. I'm not gonna know.
What about those tiny sharks?
You are whatever you are plus 30. You are 50 feet away from the sharks. So I put a little plus 30 next to your boat. That's where you guys are.
I'll do Flame Strike on those two sharks.
Okay. Is it just an attack that they make a dex save on for half damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Dex saves. All right, well, neither one makes it, and one crit fails. Tim, one of them, what you noticed, Tim, is that the fire damage from your radiant strike doesn't make it very far into the water before the water just bubbles and hisses, and sort of dies away. Does a little bit of damage. That's right. But the radiant damage bursts through the water and does full damage. So the first shark just gets obliterated. The second one gets... What is half of 13?
6.
6. Plus 7 is...
13.
23. Well, that actually kills him anyway. It doesn't matter. You make shark soup. These little sharks were not the strongest of the bunch. Yep.
And you can call Tim Mr. Wizard.
Do we have to?
No.
All right. Devil Shark is going to use his action again to attempt to... Actually, he needs to roll a d6. All right, you see him intake a big gulp of water.
Oh boy.
But he's going to use his action to attempt to break out of this confining, which he does not do.
Wow.
You want to roll the damage for me again, Tim?
Oh, with pleasure.
You have to fucking shut these sharks down.
Gillian, you think he might blow cold water on you, but you're too far away, so he doesn't do it. That is the Devil Shark's turn. Gillian.
Would he blow it on Frank? Would he blow Frank?
We've all waited for this moment.
Would the Devil Shark
I've heard you
blow
could do
Frank?
anything in D&D. What a Devil
Your Spectral Guardian is floating above the water, and the Devil Shark is not paying attention to it at the moment.
Sorry, Frank. We'll find another devil shark.
It's got a better taste.
One that's worthy of you.
Gillian? Gillian, I will say this. At this point, your friends are 30 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Just hoofing it, trying to row that boat away. And all the sharks that you can see are currently caught in this whirlpool. Just, they're not able to break out of it.
All right, I'll run away with my coward friends.
We can't swim.
All right. So with that, I'm going to take you guys out of combat because you guys are able to just continue rowing away, Tim, as your whirlpool effect keeps those sharks in check, essentially. They're being battered around down there. And you all are able to just... Kethra is on one oar, Scarlet's on the other, and you are just going as hard as you can on that rowboat to get to the shore before these sharks break out of the whirlpool and get to you.
The D&D version of a speedboat when like the front end is up because we're just like back there just doing this.
And you all see the shore in sight.
The shore.
The shore of this island. I'm going to take you there.
How long does that vortex last?
Long enough for the DM to forget about it. Don't worry.
That's the correct answer.
It's also only got a range of 300 feet. But at some point, you all are just rolling away from him as quickly as you possibly can. And at some point, Tim, you get out of range or the time limit of the spell ends.
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. And you all see that in the distance. You're not quite to the island yet. You still got a few hundred feet ahead of you. But you all see that red fin maybe come in your direction for a little bit, but after a while it dips into the water again. And you all seems like you just make it to the shore before the devil shark, gets close enough to attack again. But now you all know that it's out there. It's out there somewhere.
I've always known.
We have some teardrop tattoos now. Now it knows we mean business.
That's right. MVPC poll has started. Please vote your favorite player of the session.
All right. You all continue rowing until you see a sandy shore ahead of you. Oh, I need to move the boat. Boat's still under you. As your boat makes landfall, you can much more clearly see that you are on the southwest corner of this island. This landing spot seems to be. You can see that the island continues for probably another half mile in either direction, to the north and to the east. To the east, as you were rowing up, some of you caught sight of what you thought was a large waterfall pouring into the ocean from the south, pretty much the south center end of the island. And directly to the north of you, so that it seems to be on the northwest corner of the island, is that volcano shape. And it is very clearly just spewing black smoke into the air, unhealthily looking.
One unhealthy volcano.
That's
Why do I
right.
have a feeling we're going in that fucking volcano?
And you all can disembark if you'd like.
Yes, please. I'm so tired of riding in boats.
Are down here.
Boats.
I thought it was quite fun.
Kiss the ground.
You're not going to see that anymore. All right. As you all disembark and begin making your way up this sandy beach that you find yourselves on, you make it about halfway up the beach. Let's say, so you make it about up here. Boat still. You guys can either leave the boat here, or you can pack it up in your to-go
Transform
box.
into all-terrain mode.
That's right.
Ride in style.
You all are walking up this beach. It seems like a fine, pretty ordinary looking beachhead that you're on. Ahead of you to the north, it breaks into some bushes, and you can see trees off in the distance. You can see where a river, somewhere in the distance, a river seems to break through the island. As you're walking, Rycrash appears to you and says, listen, I can tell you the general layout, but some of you might want to keep a map, write down where we find things, because it might be easy to get lost in this place.
Oh, I do not get lost. I am a master of navigating the natural world.
Very nice. Although that was also code speak for the DM saying, telling you this about the map. This island is over the course of many maps, so it might be helpful to know what's where. 'Cause it's not like one of those giant maps you were just on, but the whole thing is one map.
Okay.
You can see the island to the north. If you want to head that direction, you can see a river to the northeast. You can head that direction. That waterfall was straight to the east of where you're at. You can head anywhere you want in the island. and it will probably be
And it's a loading
map.
screen.
It's ready to go to the new map.
Yeah.
That's better for all of us if it's broken up.
Seems to be the case. We don't actually know where to go on once we're on this island, though, do we?
Well, what Rykresh
Riken.
told you before, and he'll give you a bit more details now. So, if I remember correctly, the stewards of this island, the dozen or so natives that we put in a little village that tend the place, they live in a little village on the eastern side of the island. If we want to know what's going on here, why the master came here, or where he might be on the island, that might be where to go. Or maybe we can go hit. You want to hit straight at the temple, which is where he would normally be going if he were coming to this island to indoctrinate new citizens.
Indoctrinate.
The temple's on the north end of the island. As you all continue up the beach, before you have much time to think about the answer to that question, you all hear a series of twangs in rapid succession. And before you can really even register what's happening, Kethra, Kaelin, and Gillian, you see crossbow bolts flying out of the bushes at you.
Uh-oh.
Kaelin.
What the fuck?
So there's a
What
lot,
the fuck?
There's a lot here.
What are you? What the fuck are you doing?
Kaelin,
What is this?
a crossbow bolt.
No,
a
sir.
crossbow bolt. Scroll up to see the actual damage.
Uh-huh. I'm saying it.
Crossbow bolt hits you right in the chest, dealing. Pull my calculator.
Jesus, Kaelin just dies. Going on this.
21. Jesus Christ. Plus 19. Kaelin, a crossbow bolt hits you in the chest, dealing 65 damage.
Shit.
Okay. That's a rude awakening. I don't like this island. 65
Kethra.
damage?
65 damage. Kethra, the crossbow bolt goes flying over your head with a 12. Gillian, crossbow bolt goes flying over your head with a 15. Kaelin, will you roll me a 1d6, please? As this bolt strikes you, you realize it has magic properties.
Sure does.
5. Kaelin, you take 4d10 lightning damage, and you must make a successful DC 17 con saving throw. It will be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh boy. That's not good.
Kaelin, you take 18 lightning damage. And will you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah. Will you let me use my absorb elements reaction, or can I not use it? Or am I surprised?
No, you can use your reaction.
All right, I'll throw. This is my last breath before I die. Absorb or ignore all the text.
Yeah. So what is that? Half of the was 21 plus 19. Half of the 40. So you take 20 off of it total. Right?
It's half of just the whatever lightning damage you just rolled, so that 18, right?
Oh, the lightning. Oh, okay. Right. Yes. Sorry, I thought you were doing on the previous one. Okay, so 9 off. Yep.
What was the other thing? I had to.
Give me a DC 17 con saving throw.
Yeah, I'm not good at
Kaelin, that bolt lands right in your chest.
Wow.
Lightning arcs out of the bolt into your body, and you all see Kaelin just lock up. And you all look ahead of you, and you have a very brief moment where you can see creatures with large tusks lying prone in the bushes. But the moment you see them all reach towards something that's on their shoulder and press it, and they all vanish. And that is where we will end it for tonight.
Good lord. Terrible. Tim was the MVPC, by the way. this session.
For shutting my fucking
For
shark
shutting
down.
the second. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this fucking shark's
That's
right
true.
down.
We're supposed to eat people. Just FYI.
Nah, we're not gonna allow that.
You're supposed to eat many people.
Not when you can control water.
Not when you can control water. All right.
I'm a leech bender. Lets me do all sorts of things.
Please just give me control of the elements. All right. Well, thank you to Reese, Rochelle, Raymond, Heather, and Eric. And thank you to our wonderful fans for watching.
Thank you, DM Chris. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps and patreon.com/roguewatson if you would like to support the channel. Head on over to our post-session discussion chat for the Lost Plane, as some of us will be jumping over to that stream after a short break. Otherwise, we'll see you all next time. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Asshole, it'd fucking take me down like that at the end of the session. Oh my god. What the hell? I was just walking along minding my own business. We're gonna talk about this in chat soon.